Aries, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-February 2026, and I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aries. The overall energy for the reading, the Strength card. Like I'm looking at the bigger picture when I pull the cards initially, at least, and I do see a pretty steady and nice energy overall. There is one little thing in there that creates a little bit of commotion, and with the Strength card showing up here, it almost gives me a sense that you might give that a little too much energy, whatever that commotion is. But we'll see as we kind of break it down here. But yeah, it seems like for some reason your focus is drawn towards the conflicting energy that shows up here rather than looking at the bigger picture, in which I kind of see things smoothing out there a little bit, like things are looking okay. But let's see. Starting off the reading, you get the Judgment card crossed by the Seven of Cups. Alright, I see you're trying to make some decisions here, kind of in the middle of figuring some stuff out and trying to make some decisions, but it's not one of those things in which I see you lost necessarily, like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. No, it's just kind of sorting through things and trying to figure some things out. In your focus, the Hierophant, there's something quite important at play that has to do somehow with your stability, but I feel like it's a little bigger than that. Something... It kind of leads me to your core, which I don't know what to make of it. Because it's hand in hand with your stability too. We'll see, we'll come back to it. In the recent past, the World card, an ending of a cycle is showing up here. In your Strength, the Ten of Cups. Really, you know, wanting to focus on the bigger picture in which everything's great and all of that. There's a sense of happiness there. There's a sense of, I see you seeing that, feeling that, you know, not just saying, oh yeah, I want to be happy. No, I see you acknowledging the things, even if it's little things, that keep that sense of happiness here for you. In the immediate future, the Ten of Pentacles. Again, a sense of stability. Everything is just kind of looking like it's falling into place. In the supportive energies, the Five of Wands, there's a struggling type of an energy here. There's I'm struggling with something here, you know, type of a deal. So I don't know where that applies, but we'll see. The energy that's around you, and you may not be aware of it, the Queen of Cups. Again, I'm not saying that you're not seeing the good parts of what you're dealing with. I think you are, but I think you're being pulled towards... If there's 10 positive things happening for you and one negative, I think you're focusing a little too much on the one negative instead of focusing on the 10 positive. You know what I mean? Because it's like everything shows up in place here for you. You're being drawn by the negative one. Get out of there. Anyways, in your hopes and fears, the Four of Pentacles, you're also being stubborn about something here, which I don't know what that is yet, but we'll see. And for the potential outcome, the King of Swords. Okay, you're on a roll. You're doing something there. You're taking charge. Okay. Let's clarify. Let's do the Strength card. The Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so that's where it's at. There's other energies involved. So far, I'm kind of seeing your energy attached to everything that's going on in what I just went through here. But now I'm seeing there's other energies at play. That could be a work environment. That could be a family dynamic. And I kind of get it in that direction of family. That could be a group of friends, something. You know, I don't think it's just one energy. I think you're dealing with multiple things at once, or people. But you are saying through it all that it's a learning curve, you know, it's It's a little tough at times when multiple energies are involved in something here, but you're open to learning from this process too. For the Judgment card, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Four of Swords. Yeah, I think you're just trying to make up your mind about something, or to make some choices here, some decisions to move things along for you. And the place that you're coming from when you're looking into these decisions, the best place you can come from. Steadiness, just being in the moment, being present, super clear. Looks good. Looks like coming from this energy, it almost looks like whatever it is that you're going to choose here is the best choice. You know, it doesn't even matter. If you got multiple choices, whichever one you choose, it's like, yep, that seems about right. Just from the energy you're presenting yourself in. For the Seven of Cups, you get the King of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. Oh, that's the problem. You're scared though. So whatever these decisions are, these whatever, you need to get going with it, right? You made up your mind. Okay, I'm going to go in that direction. Well, go. That's where the issue is, because, you know, again, clarity, 100%. You know exactly that direction, what it represents for you, what, you know, why you want to be there, why you want to take it. You know where it's going to lead you. You know everything. You got all the tools in place. You got the confidence, you got the clarity, you got everything. When it's time to go, though, fear shows up. And it kind of pulls you back. It's like, I don't know if I should go, though. Wow. Because with this much clarity and confidence in this, I wouldn't have expected that fear would pull you back, but it does. Where I don't see you, if you are starting to move in that direction that you're choosing, it's almost making it look like maybe stumbling or tripping or stuff like that. It's not a clear-cut go. You go. No, it's like, or you take one step forward, 10 steps back type of a deal. But it's fear. Fear of failure, maybe. Fear of, what if I didn't make the right choice? What, you know, so doubt. Okay, but it's fear at the core of that. For the Hierophant in your focus, you get the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. That's why this goes at your core, because it's like, over here you're kind of arguing with yourself a little bit, and then with me or with others that question this energy, because you're saying, I'm putting myself first. And then you're also saying, am I though? Or is that just selfish in this instance? I don't know. I'm going to let you fight with yourself on that one, because I don't know the context, I don't know the situation. But it does carry a little bit of a deceptive energy over it, so that usually indicates selfishness. But not necessarily. You could be thinking that you're selfish, but you're actually not, and you're putting yourself first. Okay, so this is kind of a debate, an inner debate for you. You know, what am I doing here, actually? Am I coming from this angle or from this angle? You know? I think you're kind of, I can't give you an answer because that's on you, you know. But I like the fact that you're questioning this, you know, because it's important to distinguish between the two. But I'm sure you'll figure out the answer if you don't think from the angle of the fear that's holding you back, you know. Okay, for the World card in the recent past, you get the Nine of Swords, the Hierophant, the Justice card. I feel like you've struggled for quite a little bit with this sense of putting yourself first. You know, I feel like maybe you thought all your life that you were doing it, and maybe one day you were like, shit, I wasn't actually putting myself first. And I think like it's been a struggle for you to get to that place in which you understand what that means. But I think eventually you won the battle. And now there's still some It's this little inner debate here. But I think you came out of a pretty big war with yourself over this. You know, in which, again, I think for the longest time you may have thought that that's what I'm doing. I'm doing what's best for me. I would question that when it comes to that back there. Right now, again, I'm kind of digging that you're in this place in which you're trying to figure out if that's what you're doing, truly putting yourself first, or if it leans in the direction of selfishness. For the 10 of Cups in your strength, you get the Devil, the Ace of Wands, the 10 of Swords. You're cleaning up here. There's a space in which I see your energy, and I start seeing the other energies that I got in the beginning of the reading. I see them kind of coming in there one by one, you know. So again, I'm not sure if this is a family context, a work situation, or but it's not just you in there. And when you start adding those other energies, something about that space becomes unhealthy. And what I see you doing is trying to clean up, being like, okay, what's unhealthy? Okay, this energy entered the space, it created this other energy that's unhealthy. All right, what is that? How do we clean it up? How do we work with it? So there's definitely an intention here to put an end to unhealthy in that space that you want to create for yourself, and to leave the actual happiness in the space, not the unhealthiness that's attached to the happiness. Because the end goal for that space is to be happy. But then something comes in and it creates stains all over. And right now you're on a mission, you know, to find the best stain cleaner or something. That's your plan. Good. Let's do the 10 of Pentacles in the immediate future. You get the Hermit, the 6 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. There's something quite secure here, though. There's the foundation of whatever this is. It feels nice. And it feels like a lot of it you created. It's like you built a home from scratch, and then you get to decide who comes in, you know? But I still feel that there's that one room in which something like that is still there. You didn't build it with that room like that. That room was clean, it was nice, it was part of the house you built. It was, but something along the way kind of created a mess in there. Because that space right there with the little unhealthiness there is part of the bigger picture. This is the foundation of it. And the foundation is, I think it looked okay from the get-go, but right now it's starting to look really, really nice. Like something you can work with. Wow, so many cooks in this kitchen though. So many rooms in this house you built. Let's do the 5 of Wands in the supportive energies. You get the Strength card, the Empress, the Sun. There's resistance that's coming into this process. You're in the middle of a process here. Take it as I'm cleaning up that room process, right? Or whatever it is that you're doing there. There's quite the resistance from the opposite forces. So if you're dealing with stains, it's like, okay, you got the best stain remover and shit like that, and you rub it in and you scrub it and you and the stain keeps on coming back. It's like in your face. You're not gonna get rid of me, you know? That's the resistance. So I don't know, or whoever made that stain. There's a little bit of resistance there. But I don't see you intimidated by it. I still see you, you know, trying other stain removers. Yeah, I don't see it taking you down. Or you're on a mission here. It's like, it feels like nothing's going to stop you. And it's a nice mission. It's not one of those, you know, angrily and it's because you have a clear purpose. The only thing that's in the way, and it might not stop you, but definitely slow you down, is your own fear. Everything else that comes from outside of you, no chance. Queen of Cups for the energy that's hidden, the Page of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. This one comes through as... why does this feel like allies? Like, you might find support and love and, you know, a helping hand in places you don't necessarily expect. Like, you know they're there, but you wouldn't look at those as being your support system. Or, you know they're there, you know they're good for you and whatever. Let's say it's a friend, right? That, you know, they're a good friend. They're not your best friend, but they're a good friend. But if you're going through a really shitty time, you would rely on your best friend to show up more than any other friend. Well, that one friend, which you care about, would be the one that steps up the most, you know, somehow. So kind of like that. Like, this energy is already around you. You recognize it as being good. But I think it comes through as unexpected help or something, you know, from places you wouldn't necessarily expect. This is nice. I'm digging these energies. It's just a lot. There's a lot of energies running through here. It's not just you. You're at the core of this. I do see strongly your intention here and how you're kind of navigating through it all, but you're dealing with a lot of other energies. For the Four of Pentacles in your hopes and fears, you get the Two of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess. Ooh, you're nervous here. Like, you really, really want to do something or say something. There's this energy of that wants to come out from you in terms of thoughts or actions. There's something. And while you feel that you gotta deliver this energy, you gotta put it out there, you're super nervous about it for some reason. And remember what I told you in the beginning, where there's 10 good things and one good thing, and you tend to focus on the one nasty thing, and you tend to focus on the one nasty thing. That's kind of what you're doing here. Instead of focusing on, hey, this is what I truly feel and what I truly want, and I want to put this energy out here, you're focusing on the fact that you're nervous about it, which keeps you up here. You know? Okay. Really badly. Like, you're really, it's like you can't get out of your head here. And it's like, no. Stick connected to your heart there. That's going to keep you in touch with the energy that wants to come out. Let's do the King of Swords for the potential outcome. The Queen of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Moon. Yeah, kind of blindfolded. Eventually. Because I see you eventually going back to, hey, I made up my mind. This is the direction I want to go in. You're starting to go there, and you're almost intentionally putting a blindfold on you. So that, you know, I don't give a shit at this point. Like, let's go. Or you're passing that point of no return in your own fear that's trying to stop you. Where we fear something so much to such extent that at some point we're like, fuck it, what do I gotta lose? You know? It's like you cross that threshold. Yeah, because I see you kind of blindly moving forward, but with determination. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I just know that I'm going. Okay. So it's a nice attitude, nice boost to get you there, to get this started at least big time. And it's kind of, you know, I don't disagree necessarily with, I don't know where I'm going and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing part, because you'll figure it out as you go. But since you have the tendency to hang on to those uncertainties right now, watch it for that energy, because it keeps you up here a little bit panicked, a little bit, oh my god, what's my next move gonna be? What's it, you know? So, I don't know. You're doing pretty good here. It's what you give power to, what you give focus to, that's going to take over. You know, is it going to be your confused mind, your doubtful mind, or just based off of the energies that I'm seeing here running through you? That should do the trick. You don't need unless this comes in with clarity, you don't need any of that, downer energy of doubts, insecurities, not trusting and things like that. So, hold on, the universe. Let's see what the universe has. The Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. You definitely got a green light from the universe here, too. It's almost like looking through the eyes of the universe over what you're doing here, and there's a sense of security that shows up on your end. There's a sense of emotional balance, and there's a brand new beginning that's opening up for you here through all of this. So you're doing something super, super nice, Again, how you navigate through all of that, it's going to be up to you, what you give power to, the craziness that all of us are guilty of sometimes that's happening in our mind, or do you stay aligned with yourself and your intention here? Let's do the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Sky Dancers, Surrender, number 48. Liberation from attachment, surrender. When a sky dancer appears, she is inviting you to welcome the deeper power of the feminine into your life. You have already overanalyzed your situation to exhaustion. Now is the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide you to success. If you have become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Stop trying to figure it all out and stop overthinking it. Surrender. The Sky Dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself, in your work or in your love life. Do not assume that this person or opportunity will rescue you. The only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight, to rise above the fray and the drama of the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below. By simply witnessing the actors and the human comedy unfolding on the ground, you are transforming it. As you observe the drama, you unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for a resolution. The Sky Dancers know the maps of heaven and the way to the holiest and most sacred spaces on earth. They come to help you with current life and, even more important, to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. Super nice. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.